Hello everyone and welcome back to our Excel Visual Basic course. In this lecture we are continuing our look at the loop functionality in Visual Basic. And specifically we're going to look at how to build out a triple loop. That's right, there is not only the single and the double, but there's also the triple loop. What do we use triple loops for? Well, we use triple loops in order to perform a looping not just across rows and columns, but also across multiple sheets. So let's add in a whole bunch of sheets here, and we are going to write a macro using this button, and the button is going to allow us to populate not just a range here, but also across a third dimension across multiple sheets. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we can do that. We're going to right click and assign a macro to this button, just like that. Okay, so in here we're going to follow similar functionality as we have done before. We're going to need one variable for the row as an integer, as well as one variable for the column as an integer in order to loop through rows and columns. Then we also need another variable. This is going to be the sheet. We can call it sheet count as an integer to be very clear. And what we're going to do is open up not just one nested for loop, but another one. So first we're going to go ahead and loop through for sheet count equals 1, 2, 3. And let's immediately close off that for loop. This is our first for loop, and it is going to be going through worksheets 1, 2, 3. After that, we're going to put another for loop inside of the first one. We're going to now loop through every row. So for row equals 1 to any row value we want, such as 4. And it doesn't even have to be from 1, it can be from 2 to 4. Let's close off that for loop as well. And because this is a triple loop, we're going to add yet another for loop nested inside. So this time we're going to go for column equals 1, 2, 3, for example. Let's close off that for loop as well. And just like that, we have our 3 different for loops here. First, we are looping through every worksheet, then we are looping through every row, and then every column, just like that. And what do we want to perform at every iteration of the loop? Well, we want to get the worksheets at sheet count, so get the current worksheet and go through the cells at every row and column we want and populate its value. We can populate its value to anything we want, such as populating it with some string or even a number. It really is up to us. Let's just see. Oops, I accidentally undid it, so let's quickly do it again. So we can put in a value such as look at me. So here we have our triple loop because we have one for loop for every sheet, and then we're going for every row and every column. Take a guess at what you think this is going to look like before we test it out. I'm going to close the editor and click on the button. And okay, it looks like we accidentally have 2 buttons here. I accidentally duplicated them, so let's just delete the other buttons that we don't need. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, so let's go ahead and debug the error. Worksheets at sheet count we just need to make sure cells is plural because we're using the cells object, which is different from the cell object. So once you fix that error, let's go ahead and click the button again and look at that. We got a result. We have just as we wanted. We are populating the cells from row 2 to row 4 and from column 1 to column 3. Let's go ahead and then we're going to look at sheet 2 and sheet 3 and sheet 4, and we have all the same being printed out from sheet 1 to sheet 3. Let's take a look to make sure that matches what we specified here in our code. And it is. We specified to loop from sheets 1 to 3, from rows 2 to 4, and from columns 1 to 3, and to populate with the value look at me. Excellent! We just proved that we managed to build out a triple loop. Congratulations everyone! As you can imagine, using a loop and automating on multiple worksheets instead of just the current open worksheet is extremely important, because it's going to allow you to have much larger data sets across multiple worksheets instead of just automating on one worksheet all the time. This is going to greatly improve convenience for us. In the next lecture, we're going to look at yet another type of loop, and it is going to be the last type, because so far you'll notice we've been working with the for keyword. We've been using the for next loop. That is what this loop is known as, because it's using the for keyword to open the loop and the next keyword to close the loop. Next up, we're going to look at another type of loop known as the do while loop. This is different from anything we've seen in this section so far, so make sure to join me in that next lecture.